Hey, what's good, Nat?
What's good is the new spot I've hooked you up with.
Okay, got a nice crib set up for me?
Only the best for the league's most promising rookie. Keys will be coming your way soon, and hotel life will be a thing of the past.
I like the sound of that. I'm ready to get settled in.
Well, I think you'll be really happy with the place I got set up for you. And this is only the start of your journey. The better you play, the better home will be able to get you in, and with that come plenty of perks. Exactly what an elite athlete needs.
Always coming through for me. Thanks again, Nat.
Of course, Cap. Talk soon.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see the Steelers' electric quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Texans, and it's all up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st and 10, Gibson flushed out right. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone. Remember, he ran it in the last time they had it. That was his 9th rushing touchdown on the season. Now they begin here on this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Gibson flush to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He's still on his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
He had the touchdown run on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as his guys start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, Gibson. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because...
And never mind worrying about him throwing the football. He's got 3 first-half touchdowns on the ground as his guys begin here on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson flushed out right. And they work this out past the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First down, Steelers.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Looking to throw. Gibson eluding the pressure right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready? Let's go.
On first down, Gibson flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
And fights through one man. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. He had another touchdown run the last time they had it, his 4th of the game.
Let's go now.
On first and 10, Gibson flushed out right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10.
He'll buy some time right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The credit that sack to Robert Quinn. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Gibson. He gets away from one. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Gibson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who are out on top. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns there. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bengals trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. Yeah.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
At halftime, he had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right, powering forward.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 6.
Back to throw. Gibson eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Still fighting for more.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Gibson, flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
To throw on 2nd down. Gibson flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing on 1st down. Gibson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Shakes off the sack, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it? No.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson eluding the pressure right. Here's one deep for Pickens. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's got this to Pickens. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Gibson sliding out of the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. We see double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw. Gibson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Sheldon Rankins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rolling to his right. Keeps him. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Denzel Perryman with a sack.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, But I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, we would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping it.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Gibson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensive. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, now it looks like he'll throw here. Able to get away. Flush to his right. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter.
Come on, set.
Throwing on first down. Gibson flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Inside the 20, Najee Harris.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Steelers,